Yo, Mac and Rocker podcast. We're back.
Hey, we're back. We're back.
So our last podcast we did 2 weeks ago was hour-long audio.
Yeah.
That's because some of the technology here got messed up. So sorry about that.
Yeah.
We shot the video.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did.
So
it was good audio though.
yeah, that was cool. Yeah,
audio.
hour-long too at that. Pretty neat. Yeah, so what's going on?
Man, not a lot. Just
You were busy with all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Sound like yesterday, and not the fun stuff either.
No.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah. Hey, life happens, you know.
Just
Big thing is just trying to navigate the winter blues.
Yeah, that's it. Once you get past, I feel like January and February.
Yeah.
You know, because January is the longest year of the year. You know, God.
Man, it feels
I meant
like
that.
it.
It's like a year.
Yeah.
You know, it's just more cold, more snow, more crap coming at you from wherever.
And then
it enhances your problems and woes, doesn't it?
Well, and it's still, dark.
Yeah.
Like the days start getting longer in towards the end of December, but you're still, you're not seeing it.
No, still too dark for me. Now, let me ask you something. If we were down in Florida or Arizona or something, would it be as bad?
Ooh, no, because at least you can get outside.
Get outside, not freeze.
I mean, even when it's 55, 60 degrees outside, it's still, you can get outside and get a little sun.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah. Now, we had, -10 or something?
Yeah. And we always have,
I'm getting too old for it.
Dude, right. So
I feel like Danny Glover.
Let's get this, let's get this podcast monetized, and we'll start the MMacker Studios down
Key
in
West.
Key West.
Oh,
I was just gonna say Key West.
Man.
That'll work. Panama City. It don't matter. Somewhere down Key West would be perfect, wouldn't it?
Now, do you think people in Panama City? Do you think they play the crap out of Van Halen?
I imagine it gets played a lot.
It's a lot of Panama.
Yeah, I imagine that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I know I would, just for the fun of it.
I mean, yeah.
Where's which one's its own country? Key West, I think. They've declared themselves their own country.
Something like that. Yeah, like what? No, not Coconut. Yeah, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it's Key West. They're like, we're our own little world.
Yeah,
and it's
Conch Nation.
Yeah. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Conch Nation, something like that. Yeah, I'd live there. You better believe it.
I mean, it does not look terrible at all.
There used to be a show on Fox years ago. I can't remember the stars. There's a couple funny guys, really good actors. It was called Key West.
Yeah.
The guy won. I think he won the lottery, and he just drove his car right straight to Key West and right into the ocean. Got out, and
it'd be a fun show. I mean,
that was a cool show.
It'd be hard to kind of keep it exciting, but do like a Miami Vice, but it's Key West.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I don't know how much Vice is going on down there, but
probably. Well, you
seems
never
like
know.
Real chill, you just knock. Hey, we heard you're,
Oh, you bringing in? You got 20 pounds of cocaine? Oh, no problem, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. Here's a margarita for your troubles.
Yeah.
Hope you make a lot of money. Yeah.
Be some real chill vibes.
That's where we need to be. All right. Well, we have goals here.
Yeah.
We have goals here at the MMacker Studios. Yeah, for sure. I went to my nephew's birthday party, turned 12, and they have a lake house out on Medusa Street there in Syracuse.
Oh, yeah.
I have not been on the ice on a lake in years. It's just not, I don't like getting out in the cold.
Yeah.
But here we are. And they had all kinds of skate. I mean, there was 20, 30 kids there, easy.
Wow.
And they had all kinds of skates for people. They rented skates, I think, which was really cool. Now, if they would have had double-bladed ice skates for adults, I probably would have tried some on. But it's one thing I never learned to do because when I was young, I was too hyper and you couldn't really. They tried to teach me my mom, some of my aunts. They tried to teach me, but I was so hyper. As soon as I wiped out, I'm like, oh, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Something stupid like that. And so I never learned.
I never did because I have this problem where I don't like to fail. So it's like, you know what? That's going to be something that's going to take time to learn. I know I'm going to fall. It's going to make me mad, and I'll just, So instead of even trying, let's just not do it because I don't want to fail at it because I should be perfect at something the first time, every time.
Wow. Do you still have that philosophy?
Yes. And
Right.
I've gotten better with it.
Yeah,
because
I hope.
I've really learned that, you learn better when you fail.
Well, yeah, you need to read some Michael Jordan quotes.
Yeah.
He'll tell you
Yeah.
about failing.
So that's been my thing. As I've matured, I've learned to embrace the failure
Sure.
and get better at it.
Yeah.
Because the times that I've been perfect at something, I didn't learn anything. So, quick lesson for all the kids out there.
Yeah, failure.
Don't be afraid to fail.
Yeah, don't be afraid to fail.
Yeah.
Right. Try, do your best to do your best.
Yeah.
And be successful or win or whatever the situation may be. But
That's what I tell all the kids in football practice. I don't expect perfection, but I want 100% effort.
it's not really failure in a way because you learned how to do something different. You learned how to not do something a certain way. Like when Amber and I had a transportation business for non-ambulatory people, people in wheelchairs and stuff. It was could have been a very lucrative business, and we were doing well with it. Well, it didn't work out for whatever reason, but I always thought, okay, if I did this again, I know what not to do.
You know what? That's almost better than knowing what to do.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was we could have worked it out. I think we could have made it work. It's just timing, things like that.
Yeah.
But I did learn what not to do if I ever do that again, because it was a very rewarding business when you can help people get from point A to point B and they're in wheelchairs and they're downtrodden or whatever. So, yeah.
Oh, I mean, just helping people in general is nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Just being able to help people and then just them being appreciative.
Yeah.
Help. Like that's sometimes better.
That reminds me, Josh. This is a shout out. We gotta give a shout out to Ashlyn Korn.
Okay.
Hashtag Acorn Strong, because she's battling leukemia at age 15. All right, so she's down in the. She was at Riley's down there in Indianapolis. She might be somewhere else now. But, we just want, if anybody's watching or listening, keep the Korn family in your thoughts and prayers, and good vibes.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to battle that stuff. And a 15-year-old girl who has a smile that just lights up wherever she's at.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a sweet, good, kind-hearted kid.
Yeah.
And I mean that. And her family, she gets it from her family.
Yeah.
And her younger sister, I know, is having a hard time with Ashlyn being gone.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, just keep them in your thoughts and prayers, folks.
For sure.
Ashlyn Korn. All right. And, we got to, what can you do? I guess you can help. There's ways to help the family and maybe help her. I'm sure if you get online and check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, just look up Acorn Strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
because and I know you and I have talked about, we want to help. I know we'd really like to help with paying for the debt, the lunch debt.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's big. No kid should not be able to get food
eat.
or any family that's in a spot where they're doing their best. They don't want to have to worry that their kid's not able to eat a school lunch, Yeah,
and when I found out that happens, I was like, what? Because I remember I'd go to school without money, mainly because I forget it, and your friends help you out, but, some of these kids aren't forgetting it, I guess.
Yeah, and it stinks at the end of the year, that they're like, hey, by the way, you still owe X amount of money for school lunch. And,
so first of all, it's embarrassing as hell for the kid.
Yeah.
And we don't want that.
Yeah. Now, I will say it's great that the school does not allow them to eat. They just kind of put it on a tab. So again, our school corporation does a great job
Yeah.
with the kids and stuff. So
Well, maybe
it's
we
just
can.
that money's that food's got to get paid somehow,
Yeah.
and so that's one of those things that I know we've talked about, trying to find ways to help the community
Yeah.
and avoid that, so that way the school doesn't have to eat the cost, and then the kids and the families don't have to find ways to pay that. And,
Yeah.
um,
So maybe we can figure out a way to do a fundraiser and get
mhm.
any of our listeners and subscribers, if they want to donate.
Yeah.
And then, I don't want to toot our own horn or anything, but, we could show receipts of, hey, this is us. The money that you gave us is going to this school to pay off this lunch debt. Here's the receipt.
Yeah.
I
mean, anybody that's in the school corporation that handles these matters or whatever and would like to kind of help, come up with some ideas with us, reach out.
Yeah.
That way we've got people that are directly involved, so it's not just,
because we'd like to help in that that we want to help the community as much as we can.
Yeah. I mean, these kids are our future.
And I think that's a good start.
Yeah, we gotta make sure that we're building a good community, and it starts with the kids. You can't have a good community if it's just.
And we all need to eat.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm a big fan of Tony Robbins.
Mm-hmm.
He's got one of his ventures. I think they feed 1 billion people.
Oh, that's incredible. Yeah.
1 billion people.
How awesome would it be to have the influence and the reach to be able to help that many people?
That's what Tony's great at. He's great at getting you inspired to achieve that.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly believe that, and I do have friends that have worked with Tony. And I've heard good things about him, not just from what you see on his being out there in the public and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's why. I mean, I really appreciate. You can say what you want about Mr. Beast and some of the stuff he does, but he's done a lot of stuff.
What a philanthropist!
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are like, well, he does it just for the content and stuff, and I don't think that's the case.
Mr. Beast was dirt poor.
Yeah,
like a lot of us.
Yeah.
At one point.
Yeah, I don't.
Or I shouldn't say dirt poor, but he didn't have any money.
No, he was just like any other.
And what's he doing? He's feeding people. He's got restaurants. They go out and feed people. They cook for people.
Cataract surgeries.
Yeah.
I mean, he records it and he puts it on his channels and stuff, but it's still doing good for people. I mean, who else is doing,
You won't hear me complain about someone like that.
Yeah.
Plus, I admire the heck out of the guy for YouTube's first billionaire.
Yeah, I mean, he figured it out.
At 24 or 25?
He doesn't seem that old at all. I mean,
amazing.
Yeah, like that's it. I like when people are able to use their influence and their abilities to do good, whether it be for content or not. He helped people. Yeah. People were helped.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's kind of my thing. I enjoy that.
We want to get there, don't we?
Yeah, I mean that's my thing. Like I don't know, money's money. Like would I love to have lots of money? Yes, it makes but it gives me the ability to do the other things that I actually care to do. That's kind of my thing. I would rather be able to have that time, money, and ability to help the community, help people, just help people in general. Like there's a lot of people that are in spots, they just need a little bit of a boost. They don't need anything crazy. It's just help them out, help the kids out, help like cataract surgeries and stuff, and anything that's medical related. That stuff's expensive, wow. and people like it's hit me, not it's hit my family, not us, my wife, my kids personally, but my parents and medical bills and stuff, they hit and they come at the worst times. And it's not that you're a bum or anything. It's just, holy crap. One thing happens. The next thing you know, you got $50,000 in debt.
The rent is too damn high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, who you pay it costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money that a lot of people don't make.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. The system. Well, that's for another discussion.
Yeah, that's a whole nother, So,
I know we have these lunchtime chats.
Lunch table, yeah.
And by the way, we are going to get our good friend Brandon Keel's going to be with us real soon. So we're going to have some fun talking about pop culture.
You know, it'd be cool. We set it up so it's like like a lunch table. We get some green screen backgrounds, make it look like a cafeteria.
I could do that. I could do that. We can.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm sorry. This thing's awesome.
What flavor is that?
Ultra Rosa. I don't know if it's new or not.
Yeah.
It's almost like a
Ultra Rosa.
Cream soda.
Ultra pink.
Yeah, I mean this thing's awesome.
Yeah.
Monster, sponsor me, please.
Yeah, zero sugar on that one.
Yeah, zero sugar.
I
mean, it's already terrible enough that I'm drinking. I don't know how many milligrams of caffeine, so I try to limit the toxic intake.
Amber got me a case of Dr. Pepper, I think blackberry.
My brother just got one of those.
Sugar. Yeah, you put that stuff on ice, and I think it tastes better. Oh, it's delicious.
Really? Yeah. I was with Joey the other night, and we stopped at the gas station because I had to have more caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, "Hey, man, I got to find that thing." So he grabs the Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
Cool.
It smells delicious too, and it's not bad.
No,
it's not bad at all.
She got me a case. I've had a couple of them since Friday. I'm like, put that stuff on ice, pretty good.
This is like a strawberry cream soda or something like that. I'm telling you,
I'll try one.
It hits
sometime.
Different. Yeah.
I tell you, the older I get with waking up as early as I do, caffeine, oh dear.
I
try to avoid the energy drinks, like usually it's caffeine or coffee caffeine and or this Crystal Light packet I get that has 75 milligrams fruit punch. Good stuff.
Yeah.
And then of course once or twice a week I do the 5-hour energy.
Coffee was the thing there for a while. My problem is I cannot drink black coffee. My wife is so much tougher than I am when it comes to that. She will just destroy it.
Well, they say that people that drink black coffee like that are psychotic. No, don't get in trouble.
I love you, honey.
Yeah, I read that somewhere, and I thought, whatever.
Yeah,
I know tons of people.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
I did think it was funny though. It probably because it tastes like crap,
yeah, I mean,
I have to have a creamer at least.
Like 10 pounds of sugar, 40 ounces of No, I will say this. People that drink black coffee, they look a lot tougher. Yeah, I mean they look cool.
You see the ones at work, and I'm like, yeah, okay, well
I know
he's bad.
I got to get some variety, some spice in my life. I can't do it. I don't like bitter things though. That's my thing.
Yeah.
I like coffee, but again, I'm one of those people that if I'm in Starbucks, it's got all the
little flavors,
crap and stuff in it. Yeah. So at that point, I might as well just drink a Monster. It's cheaper and has less sugar.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I have a sugar-free Twix creamer.
Say what now?
Sugar-free Twix. Now, does it taste like Twix? Not even close.
Oh.
Don't know what it is, really? But that's what it's labeled as.
Okay.
And it sweetens it up.
See, that bums me. Yeah. So have you seen those pints of ice cream where it's like nutter butter ice cream and all that stuff? And you get it and you're excited because it's like all the little Debbie snack cakes and stuff. This is going to be great. You get it home and you eat it and you're like, this tastes gross.
Yeah.
Or at least not what you're expecting, so you're automatically just disappointed.
I can't eat a lot of that stuff anymore, but I always like the Kit Kat or the Twix ice cream.
Man, I love Kit Kats.
Kit Kat's good.
They've got a double XL bar now.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that.
The big cat.
Yeah. I'm like, nope, not today.
Yeah.
Stay away from me. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I can't consume it like I used to, until I get my blood sugar down. Then I might have one here and there.
I try to avoid all the candy and stuff if possible until, Halloween. Because that's...
Yeah, sometimes, stress eating's my problem.
You know what's delicious and people, are going to be like, gross. I love the peppermint bark Ghirardelli squares or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Those little...
Oh, yeah.
Man,
and
those are
good.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes the mint stuff's really good.
Yeah.
Those are Andy's mints, I think are
Love
really
them.
good. Yeah, the ones you just talked about. Oh boy,
fantastic!
Just a little square thing.
Yeah. Now Connor, my middle boy, he hates the taste of mint.
Yeah.
Because he's just like, why? I'll just eat toothpaste. He just doesn't like mint.
No, probably because it reminds him of toothpaste.
And so every once in a while, I kind of trick him. Like, man, you got to try this. This is delicious. And I'll give it to him, and he'll just be like, what? He just spits it out.
Amber's allergic to mint.
Really?
So there is not a lot of mint product in our house
Yeah.
at any time. And if somebody's in the car with mint gum, she's like, "Who's got mint?" Well,
No, I don't. Hey, I don't blame her.
who got mint?
Yeah, that does not sound fun.
Yeah, no, I was disappointed because I like mint toothpaste and whatnot. And here for the last 18 years, I've been using cinnamon. I'm like, ugh.
See, I like cinnamon rolls. I don't want cinnamon toothpaste.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't like it. I could get other stuff, but she buys all that stuff, so I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Now, I did have cinnamon roll, like Cinnabon roll sugar-free creamer. That tasted just like it says.
Yeah, that sounds...
So I'd put that in my coffee. So it's like having a cinnamon roll and coffee at the same time. I'm like, yeah.
That's the best.
It's good
stuff. I will say that. Yeah, if you throw like a what are those, honey buns and all that stuff and everything with some coffee and like that.
Yeah.
A good donut.
And they say, and now you used to smoke, right?
I did.
They say, like I remember smokers used to eat like a donut or something with coffee and a cigarette.
Yeah.
And they said it was the best thing ever.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. Thinking back, I don't remember. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
But now, I don't know. I don't know if it's one of those things where some people are just like, everybody else says it's fun and delicious and cool, and everybody just goes with it. I mean, at that time, I didn't drink much coffee.
It doesn't seem appealing to me. Coffee and a cigarette, maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't know, eating something while you're like a honey bun or a donut with a cigarette. But I've heard people swear by it.
Yeah.
But maybe because they're so addicted to smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, I don't know. The human mind is...
Yeah, that's
an interesting,
amazing, man.
Yeah. So
AI is going to have its handful trying to figure the human.
Did you see that? I don't know if it was Google or Microsoft, but somebody raised the alarm and said, "Hey, one of our AI systems replicated itself."
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we're done for.
What?
We're done for.
What is going on?
We're not gonna.
I mean,
we're not gonna get out of this.
Yeah. Also, did you? Oh man, this might get taken down. I'm sorry. Did you see the meme where it was talking about Zuckerberg?
I might have.
So, this is fantastic. So it had Reese from Terminator.
Oh yeah.
And they had a picture of Zuckerberg a couple years ago from one of the Senate hearings or whatever.
Yeah, when his hair was all, he looked like an android.
Yeah, it said, the first models had rubber skin, so you could tell the difference. And then it has a picture of him.
And then with his hair, now they've adapted. Yeah. He's got his cool hairdo. Yeah, I love that one.
Oh,
that was awesome. I like Zuck. I do. He always when he's on Rogan's podcast, he twice now, and he just sounds. He's more awkward sounding than Elon Musk, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Musk has opened up, I think, because him and Rogan have become friends. So Elon can do what he wants, whatever. But when it comes to Zuck, I like listening, but it's like, oh, Zuck, man, just lighten up, bro.
Yeah, Yeah, I don't know.
Is that just too much money, or is that how you were in the?
I think that's how he's always been.
Just how he's.
I think he's always
been.
kind of been a little,
I mean, I love Facebook. I do, and I'm using it as a business too.
Yeah.
You just have to avoid the negative crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get it. I have my friends and the fans out there who really enjoy the Rock and Roll Rundown. Most of them I know, or I know I'm in the community with, and they'll comment on the rundown and say nice things, and I always appreciate that. But you get a couple out there, they'll rake you over the coals.
Yeah.
And I've learned though, like Rogan always tells his friends, you don't read the comments, or don't respond to them. And now since I have a few. I don't have, thousands of people hit me up, or even hundreds of people. It's around 100, I would say. But I respond with just this most optimistic, positive.
I know. You told me that, and I'm like, that's a great idea, because I just avoided it.
And so far,
let the internet take care of it.
Well, and so far it's working because people don't delete me and they don't unfriend me or unfollow me.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I try to avoid, because even if I don't know you and you follow me, I think when you just click add, friend request, and then click add, it becomes an automatic follow.
Yeah, I think
until you unfollow. And so I just try to keep them happy, and our two golden rules is no politics, no religion.
Yeah.
Although once in a while we do get philosophic, but
I mean, it's kind of hard to. Sometimes they're
going to weave in there, sure. And we do a good job, and I know that you and I, if we wanted to talk about that stuff at a show, we will, and we do talk about it at lunch with Brandon, which is fun.
Yeah,
I'm outnumbered, but
they're conversations, we don't.
We're not.
No,
I don't want to beat the holy hell out of you or somebody else when we're done, right?
Exactly, and that's the thing.
I'm not trying to
persuade.
I don't try to say you need to or you should.
Yeah.
And I listen with an open mind and an open heart, which I have to say has really made me politically very independent.
Yeah, 100%. That's
libertarian in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
a lot of ways.
And that's the thing. I think that's the unfortunate side that we have. That's why we kind of avoid those topics and stuff. Is because it is very.
I want everybody to like us.
Yeah, I want to have.
From the atheist to the holy roller.
Yeah.
From the liberal,
right to the left,
the right wing to the left wing.
Yeah, we want to be a place for everybody.
Everybody can come.
Positivity,
and you're not going to get beat up.
No,
you talk about true DEI, Mac. You talk about true DEI, true diversity. You'll find it here on the Mac and Rocker podcast.
Yep.
You'll find it with you. You'll find it with me. You'll find it at a Bees and the Rocker show. True, where it's not some gimmick or we're trying to be optic about it and say, look at us,
Yeah. I think
just come and talk to us and you'll feel loved.
Yeah, no, that's my thing. One of my favorite quotes, and holy crap, it comes from a Will Ferrell movie, Semi-Pro.
Great movie.
One of his things is ELE, everybody love everybody.
Yeah, ELE.
And that's it. Like I yell that to the kids in the truck when they're starting, they're sitting back there poking and fighting with each other. ELE, everybody love everybody.
Yeah.
Just like, shut up, Dad.
Yeah, Will's great at that stuff,
man.
Getting the message out there in his movies.
Yeah, that's my thing. I think we just, we kind of talked about community and helping out and stuff. I think that's the thing. We need more love. We need more, just banding together and
that's what we need. Yeah. Understanding, open-mindedness.
Yeah, we can think different from one another, but hey, we can still be there for somebody.
Yes.
Not when the bad things happen, because I think that's one great thing in America is that when bad things do happen, most people band together and they're there for you.
September 12th.
Yes.
2001.
Yeah. Hurricanes, you'll see people.
The fires out in Hollywood.
Yeah. I mean, how many times have you heard people from up here? They're like, hey, me and a group are taking some food down to Florida or Louisiana
North
Carolina. We're taking stuff, water and all this stuff, and we're helping get. Like, that's the thing. We need to get used to not doing that only in disasters.
Yeah.
We need to do that
more.
And I'm not
Let's
saying
all pay for that lunch debt.
Yeah. Let's
chip in.
Let's be there. If you see somebody that's in the parking lot and they're having some issues with their tire or something, you don't have to be creepy about it. Cruise by and be like, hey, just check and see if you need any help or if you needed anything.
Good Samaritans.
Yeah, just it doesn't cost anything to be kind.
Nope. And as Duncan Trussell once said on Joe Rogan's podcast, and I love Duncan, he said, you can never be too kind.
Yeah.
Or no. He said, you can always be more kind, is what he said. You can always be more kind, he said. And I was like, oh, well, that would solve a lot of problems. Now, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I know we get into the grind of things every day, and sometimes we're just kind of grouchy and irritable. And most people, we get it. But, if somebody forgot your straw at the drive-thru, you don't have to yell at them.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, excuse me, I need a straw, please.
People if I'm having a bad day and I'm kind of being a jerk, I've had people in the last 10 years say, hey, you know, is everything, they'll call me out on it.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? It's so nice to say, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry about that. You're right. You know, I feel better, or I'll do better. Mm-hmm. I've done that a few times here just recently, you know, in the last year or two. And, you know, it comes from work sometimes, not often, but, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I'll be the first one to apologize and see the errors of my way. Almost like, you know, if you get slapped in the face, turn the other cheek in a way.
And it's hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard times, but
sometimes,
you know, you also gotta, I need to also understand, you never know who's watching.
Yeah.
You know, it's better to be a positive role model for others, and you know,
as I like to say at work, a good attitude goes a long way, and being kind is just accelerates that.
Yeah. Now, we're not saying you just have to roll over and let everybody walk on you.
No.
It's just, you know, just be kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little things. And you never know who's watching. You never know who's going to be your boss a year down the road.
Yeah.
That's big where we work, right? You know. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh.
It's about over.
Yeah.
Oh, I do want to give one quick shout out.
This is a shout out.
I want to give a quick shout out to Michiana.tv.
Absolutely.
I just wanted, you know, great content.
Oh, yeah.
Does an awesome job.
He picked up a food truck this week up there and really promoted the heck out of it.
Yeah. Oh, the food looked delicious.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing great things up there.
Oh, yeah. Check it out, please. The website's incredible. Really trying to hook up with some great content creators.
Yes. If you're a content creator of any kind, band, artist, comedian, podcaster, whatever, food truck.
Oh, yeah.
Get a hold of Michiana.tv and talk to them.
Definitely doing some work that I really inspired to get into at one point in time. So glad to see somebody really stepping in and doing it. I really think that, we lost something.
How'd that happen?
Uh-oh.
Well, you keep going because you're still on.
I'm still on. I'm still here.
They can hear me.
It's the Mac podcast now.
Yeah. One Mac, one mic.
The return of the Mac. But anyway, yeah. So check it out, please, because he's doing some awesome stuff over there and really doing some cool stuff, getting the community involved and doing some different things and really helping some young content creators and musicians and comedians and everybody have a spot. So
yeah. Please check them out.
Yeah, please.
And don't forget that you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is MMacker Podcast. Yeah. You can find us on YouTube.
We're also on X, formerly known as Twitter.
That is correct. We haven't posted much yet, but the year is young, and we're going to get involved with that too.
And
Josh and I both thank you for your support and your subscriptions and your comments. We try to get back with you as soon as we can. We're going to engage with you. If you leave us comments, let us know.
And let us know some topics that you'd like to hear us discuss, or if you've got anything going on, you know, community-wise that you'd like to kind of get shouted out, or if you have shout-outs for people that you know. So...
yeah, let us know, please.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching and listening, and we'll see you next week on the Mac and Rocker podcast.
Happy Groundhog's Day.
Oh, when's that? Today?
Today.
Oh, my goodness. He better not see a shadow.
I know. I've got a...